Okay, so I'm recording this video because I'm just being obedient all day. Um, Something has just been in my spirit to make a video in regards to something that I overcame that I feel like maybe millions of people could be dealing with. And they say that sometimes other people breakthrough is through you telling a testimony. So I'm just being obedient. It's 12 something, like 12:42, 12:50, something like that. So it's pretty late going into the morning, but this is important. I can't stop smiling because God is so worthy to be praised. I mean, God is amazing. And I'm not speaking about the God that's outside of us. I'm talking about the God that's within each and every one of us individually. God is not a separate entity. He is in each and every one of us. He's a spirit. So if you just use your God power, amazing miracles can manifest. And there's so many testimonies that I could give, but this most recent testimony is what I want to talk about, and it's a lot. Well, if you watch my last video, I talked about quitting my job because I was tired of going through the different things that I felt like I was going through, which has now been brought to me that that was just a test, basically, to see if I was ready to level up and where I was praying to go. Well, to make a long story short, during that time I was very, very sick. And I would say it was a mental thing, not a physical thing, because sickness, illness, all of those things are like a mind. It's all in the mind. That's why they call them infirmities. You can actually speak those things off of yourself, if you use your God power. But it affected my entire body. My whole body felt like it shut down, and I literally thought that I was leaving the planet. And it went on for from October 2018 to really May of 2019. Like the symptoms continue. They got better through that time frame, but the symptoms continued, and it was something that I never experienced before because I just never experienced that. Most people would have ran to the emergency room, ran to the hospital, or you know, I don't know, like they would have considered it a state of emergency. Um, Later on, I'll get into the details of it, but right now, I'm just embracing the magic of my God power. I don't really like to speak on the negative, but I want to just let you know that if you're going through something, whether it be a sickness, a illness, or you have a family member that's going through something, the best thing you can do in that situation is believe the unbelievable. Believe that all things are possible. Believe that whatever you believe can manifest. I remember calling on the angels, and I remember feeling the presence of something that stood by me through all that time. And I now realize that without pain, you get no gain. I mean, sometimes pain is like the ultimate test before graduation. And that's how I view my situation. And there were a lot of good things that happened despite of what I went through, but God is so worthy to be praised. Like, do not ever, 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 ever not believe in your higher self. Whatever it is that you're going through, go deep into meditation and prayer and believe that all things are possible. If you want to be healed from something, Don't go outside yourself. Don't look for help from other people. Don't ask for, anything outside of yourself, because the answer is within. You know, it's within. God healed me. And I know it was a big deal for what I was going through, but I was tested because I always believe all things are possible. You know, um, especially, being the type of person is, when you believe things are possible, then you be tested. Like, you're gonna be tested, and especially when your inner God tell you that you can have this way of life versus that way of life, and you let go of it, then the test is coming because you're trying to take your life to another level. So you have to be tested to make sure that you can, you can deal with what's on the next level, because it's all about the power of the mind. And I didn't know that everything that I was going through was just all right here. But the pain was so severe in my physical body that, you know, it made it very hard for me to believe that whatever was going on with me, I was going to be able to overcome it. I couldn't even leave the house for 3 months straight. And I needed the assistance of my family in order for me to maintain from day to day. But God is so worthy to be praised. I can honestly say in my lifetime that I've been attacked many, many different times. And it's always, to us, we don't understand why we go through things, and we don't understand why the severity of things are the way they are. But I really, really, truly feel that God puts no more on us than we can bear, because a lot of time when we go through negative experience, it's for us to strengthen our relationship with the God that's in us. God wants to show you the power that you have and the power of God within you, and how you can transform any situation that's before you. It's not to make you give up, it's to make the relationship stronger with the God that's within. And it's for you to share your testimony with others, because a lot of people walk around and they put their belief in medicine and vitamins and doctors and nurses and everything outside of themselves, when the true answer lies in us. And God wants you to share that testimony so that other people can be healed. And we're at a time right now where it's about us knowing that we are one. If I can do it, you can do it. That's just real. If I can heal myself, and another thing, I learned that be careful what you speak. Small things, and then I'm gonna use this as an example. You may not want to go to work today, so you call your manager. You ain't sick, but you tell them I'm sick. Well, that's the wrong thing to say, because the time and space that we're in right now within the universe, things are manifesting at the speed of lightning. So we have to be very, very careful of what we say, because we can speak those things into existence. And that was something that's sort of where I'm going with this whole situation. Just be careful what you say and what you speak amongst other people as well. Tiptoe when you speak. If you have to speak super slow, do that too. But it's all about the power of your mind. Only speak the highest of the high, the best of the best. Every day, do your affirmations. I am healed, I am healthy, I am amazing, I am wealthy. You know, everything that I need is always provided to me. You know, have that type of mindset. Um, we can fight mental health, because I can honestly say that led to the breakdown and the infirmity that taking place in my body. Suffering from mental health and having a million thoughts going through my mind. And I realized, this just feels really good letting it out and doing this video, for you all to see. It feels really good, because it's like I'm not holding it in anymore. And, you know, some may consider it a ministry, but our testimonies is what God wants us to use in order to glorify, you know, his kingdom. So I just was being obedient tonight. It was just on my mind. I was driving today and I had a little meltdown while I was in the car. And I was just like, God, thank you. I'm so grateful to be healed. I'm so grateful to be back to myself. I can walk. I have no pain in my back, in my neck, in my head. I have no pain in my chest. I have no pain. It's gone. I'm free. Like, and it'll never ever come back on me again, because I will never ever let the ways of the world on my shoulders like that ever again. Nobody can have my joy. Nobody can have my peace. No problem is too heavy that I can't handle, that the God within me can't handle. It's just a lot. I can go on and on with. We'll get into deeper details. I'm gonna start preparing different things to speak about on my YouTube channels and the things that come to me, because I really feel like this is a part of my purpose, to help other people to align their minds, because like I said, mental health is hell. It's like hell on earth. you know it's people that got the perfect of situations. They're living the perfect life and battling mental health, and not knowing that that's what's you know paralyzing them health wise and everything else. I mean, you know heart problems is a silent killer. And all that stuff starts right in the mind. You know what I'm saying? And our mind is so powerful. But again, I just was being obedient, and I put this video out. I really don't care what I look like at this moment. I really don't care what it sound like. I just let God use me, and I hope you let God use you. And I will see you all soon. Blessings.